Everybody thinks they know Boulder until they actually live here. And if you're thinking about moving here or just curious what life is like, you're in the right place. Because here's the thing, Boulder really does live up to the hype. Sunrise hikes at Chautauqua, Pearl Street buzzing on a summer night, even deer wandering through your yard, it's all part of the deal. But it's not only that. Living here comes with a few surprises, and some of them hit harder than you'd expect. I see it all play out all the time. And honestly, the reality is way more interesting than what you'll find in a travel blog. So stick with me, because I'm breaking down the pros and cons of the real story of living in Boulder. I see these changes play out every day in Boulder, the kind you won't catch in old blogs or travel guides. Neighborhoods are shifting, new trails keep opening, and the daily rhythm feels different than it did just a few years ago. You'll notice in the little things, Subarus lined up at the trailhead before sunrise, kids zipping past on e-bikes with climbing shoes clipped to their backpack, or neighborhoods trading trail updates over coffee. That's why I made this video, to share the version of Boulder you only understand once you've lived it. The one locals nod and say, yep, that's exactly how it is. What surprises most people when they get here is how the outdoor lifestyle isn't just for weekends. It's woven into everyday life. Trailheads start right at the edge of downtown, and new open space at Wonderland Lake has already become a local favorite. And that's the perfect place to start with Boulder's outdoor lifestyle and wellness culture, and how it's still evolving in ways that might surprise you. One of the biggest reasons people fall in love with Boulder is how easy it is to live an active outdoor lifestyle. It's not just for weekends, it's daily life. You can finish breakfast and be hiking Chautauqua or under the Flatirons within minutes, or bike along the Boulder Creek path instead of sitting in traffic. You see it in the little things, Subarus crammed into trailhead lots before sunrise, hiking boots flomping through Pearl Street cafes, and mornings when it feels like there are more dogs than people on the trails. That's when you realize the outdoors here isn't just recreation, it's culture. And Boulder keeps doubling down on that lifestyle. New trails and open spaces continue to pop up, bike paths link neighborhoods across town, and wellness is everywhere. Yoga in the park, fitness classes on patios, restaurants catering to every diet. Here, healthy living isn't something you squeeze in, it's how the day flows. Sure, trailheads can get crowded fast, but that's the trade-off of living in a place where almost everyone makes the outdoors a part of their routine. By the way, if you're thinking of moving to Boulder or even just making a local move, I'm Nina, and my local real estate team would love to be your go-to resource. Seriously, we don't feel like you're bothering us. We get calls, texts, and emails every week from people who first found us here on YouTube, and we love it. Whether you're just starting to explore or you're ready to make the leap, reach out anytime. All of our info is in the description and right here on the screen, and yes, it's really us who answer. Now, of course, every city has a flip side, and Boulder has one in particular that surprises a lot of newcomers. It shows up right when you're trying to make this lifestyle your own. Living in Boulder comes with a serious price tag. Home prices here move in a league of their own, with median single-family homes hovering around the $1.3 million mark. In spots like North Boulder, even a modest two-bedroom can cost what a larger house might run in nearby towns. For first-time buyers, condos and townhomes are often the entry point, but even those aren't exactly budget-friendly anymore. Insurance is another reality check. Between wildfire risk and those famous summer hailstorms, premiums have been climbing steadily. Imagine waking up to find your car looking like a golf ball. Locals joke about it, but it's the reason coverage is high and deductibles can sting. Roof replacements, sump pumps in basements, even smoke damage from fires miles away, it all plays into the cost of living here. Still, people line up to live in Boulder. The lifestyle delivers, but it does mean budgeting differently. It's not just the mortgage or rent, it's the hidden layers. Insurance premiums, higher deductibles, and maintenance that comes with mountain living. I'd really like to hear from you on this one. What's your take on Boulder's cost of living? Do you think the lifestyle makes it worth the price? Or does it feel too much? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I always enjoy hearing different perspectives, and your experience might help someone else who's thinking about moving here. Now, money is the heavy side of the Boulder story. But what balances it is something people often don't expect. A piece of the city's DNA that keeps pulling in dreamers and doers. Most people hear Boulder and they think Google or aerospace giants. And yes, they're here, but the real story is how much innovation happens beyond the big names. CU Boulder is like the city's launchpad. Professors, students, and startups are constantly spinning out ideas, and they don't just stay in classrooms or labs. You can see it all over town. Walk into a coffee shop and half the tables are buzzing with brainstorms, laptops open, people pitching ideas or designing their next project. That's what the culture here is. People actually share what they're working on. And because Boulder is smaller, those connections can turn into something real pretty quickly. It also means jobs here are also more diverse than people expect. Sure, tech is big, but you'll also find opportunities in research, sustainability, education, outdoor gear design, even creative industries. It's a place where you could bump into someone working on climate solutions at one table and someone building a new fitness brand at the next. That mix is what keeps Boulder fresh and looking forward instead of being a college town or just a tech hub. It's a city that constantly reinvents itself through people and their ideas. But here's the trade-off. All that energy attracts more people, which circles us right back to the challenge of finding a place to live. Boulder's been working on housing for years. The big goal, by 2035, about 15% of homes here should qualify as affordable. To get there, the city's been rolling out programs like down payment assistance grants, income-based loans, and even partnerships where employers help staff live closer to work. But here's the reality. Boulder's permanently affordable homes have fixed prices and a tiered lottery-style selection. With limited listings, you may enter multiple rounds and it can take months and even in some cases years before you land a home. For clients, that means being strategic, to use every program available, broaden your search to condos or townhomes, maybe even look beyond city limits, because waiting for Boulder to suddenly become cheap is wishful thinking. The upside, these programs are opening doors for people who felt priced out before. First-time homebuyers, mid-income households, families hoping to plant roots. It's not always perfect, but it's one of the few pathways forward in this market for some. And hey, I get it. Reaching out to someone you know from YouTube can feel a little weird, almost like calling up a TV host, but that's not what this is. When you call, text, or email, it's me and my team here in Boulder. No scripts, no pushy sales talk, just real people who live here and happy to walk you through options to make sure this process is less stressful. So if you're curious about what is possible for you, reach out anytime. Now, while Boulder works through its housing puzzle, there's another side of the city that feels effortless, the way the community actually comes together, and that's where things start to get fun. One of the things that makes Boulder feel alive is how often the city comes together. These aren't just events on a calendar, they're the moments that make you feel connected. In the summer, downtown lights up with people, live music, patios overflowing, and people gathering under the Flatirons backdrop. It's the kind of night where you bump into friends, meet your neighbors, or just soak up that small town energy in a city that's constantly growing. Weekend mornings, the farmers market has turned into more than a quick grocery run. It's a place where you sample local food, listen to street performers, and end up chatting with people you didn't know you needed to meet. And whether you're new or you lived in Boulder for years, it's one of those rituals that makes you feel like part of the community. And it's not just the big things. Neighborhood block parties, food truck nights, and seasonal pop-ups are everywhere. These little gatherings are how newcomers settle in fast and how Boulder keeps that close-knit vibe even as the city evolves. So while the mountain views usually steal the spotlight, the real secret is that Boulder's culture is built on connection, and it keeps growing stronger every year. But of course, life here isn't always sunshine and street fairs. Sometimes the thing that defines Boulder aren't the ones you plan for. They're the ones that roll in out of nowhere. Here's a tough one. Boulder simply doesn't have enough homes to go around. Listings that are priced right can move fast, sometimes going under contract within days. In that $1.5 to $2 million range, homes with unique features or even entry-level condos or townhomes can attract multiple offers. And if you've ever fallen in love with a house only to watch it slip away in a matter of days, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That's Boulder's housing market in a nutshell. If you're moving here, you've got to be ready. Pre-approval in place, financing lined up, and a clear idea of how far you're willing to go. In Boulder, hesitation can mean losing the home you want. And it's not just about price. Even cash buyers sometimes lose out because another offer comes in cleaner or faster. For locals, it makes upsizing or downsizing tricky. For newcomers, it means you can't just see what's out there and wait around. The upside? Homes here tend to hold their value really well because demand never disappears. Scarcity is the challenge in Boulder, but it's also what makes Boulder's market so strong long-term. But while inventory is a constant battle, there's another challenge that Boulder homeowners face, and that has nothing to do with competition and everything to do with the skies above. Boulder's weather has a mind of its own. In the summer, wildfire smoke can drift in overnight. One week, skies are clear, and the next you're checking the air quality before a morning run. Then there's hail. Boulder gets some of the nastiest storms in the country, and a single one can dent cars, wreck roofs, and leave you filing an insurance claim before dinner. And here, insurance isn't optional. It's survival. And the seasons, forget about predictability. You can be in flip-flops on a sunny morning and shoveling snow that same evening. Locals laugh about it, but it does mean budgeting for repairs and paying higher premiums just to keep up. Still, most people see it as part of the trade-off. The dramatic skies after a storm, crisp mountain air, and that first snow on the Flatirons, they're the kind of moments that remind you why people put up with the chaos. And while the weather keeps you on your toes, Boulder's sense of community has a way of pulling everyone back together, which brings us to one of the best parts of living here. So that's the real scoop on living in Boulder. The highs, the lows, and everything in between. On one hand, you've got world-class trails, a buzzing community, and a city that's constantly innovating. On the other, the housing market moves fast. Costs can sting, and the weather, well, it keeps you guessing. If you've been watching this and thinking, okay, Boulder might be for me, but how do I even start figuring out exactly where I'd fit in? That's exactly what we're here for. My team and I help people make the move to Boulder all the time, and we'd love to help you too. Don't be shy about reaching out. We know it can feel a little strange to call someone you've only seen on YouTube, but once we're connected, you'll see we're just regular people who love helping with this stuff. Whether you're months away, just curious, or already packing boxes, we've got your back. Call, text, or email us. All our info is in the description and right here on the screen. And hey, if you've got a friend or family member who's been talking about Boulder, share this video with them. It could help them see the full picture. And before you click away, don't stop here. I've got a whole playlist lined up with Boulder neighborhoods, tours, insider tips, and more of the things you really want to know before making a move. Go check that out next. It'll give you an even clearer picture of where your Boulder story could start. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.